What's up, everybody?
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing great today. Hey, we have a really good show coming for you live today. Zach, David, let's go ahead and get started with Lone Star 360 Spotlight. Hey, Zach, I know you have some news to tell us. I want to go ahead and start off with you. What's up, man?
Well, I guess we'll jump right into it. My 360 Spotlight for this week is a guy by the name of Amir Ora Khan. He is the McNeese State men's basketball manager. He's getting a lot of social media pub and a lot of attention with all that. So Ryan's doing some weird things with his mouth right now. I don't know what's going on, but he is getting a lot of attention due to his walkouts and things. So it's going to be interesting to see if they make it into March and if they do this big old entrance that they've been doing this whole season. So it's kind of fun. He's been their manager for 4 years now, so he just started doing it this year. So be kind of fun to have them in the tournament and bring that aura, as they call it, to the big dance.
The kids call it. Can you give us a couple bars? Give us a taste.
I'm not going to butcher that.
Oh man, you can't read it for us?
No.
Rhythm and poetry.
I think we might get shadow banned
from
on
who?
YouTube.
Oh, okay. YouTube. Yeah, they're big on the shadow banning.
Yeah, they don't want us on there.
Man, that's cool though.
They don't want the hype.
Yeah, you need a hype man. We're all hype men in a way. I'm not a good hype man, but I'll give you. I
like it.
I couldn't be a rapper.
Nah, I couldn't either. That's above my pay grade.
Ryan, what's going on? You're not talking to us.
Sorry. I was on mute.
Oh my gosh. Ryan's
going on.
In the sick category today.
Yeah,
so bear with him.
No, nose, chest congestion. It's crazy. Springtime allergies. But yo, David, I know you got some stuff to talk about. Debo. What's up? Not Debo. No. Your 360 Spotlight is something different. You have the most viral moment that's been happening this week. What happened, brother?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Debo was last week. This week we got LeBron and his son and Stephen A. are just having a grand old time collaborating.
The beef is real.
Yeah, they're not collaborating. They're very much kind of beefing, but it's really just LeBron kind of going at Stephen A. To be honest, I've not been one to side with Stephen A. in a lot of scenarios, but this is kind of crazy. Let me play the clip for y'all.
My son. That's my effing son. Stop effing with my son. I said, what? Nah, man, straight up, man to man. Real talk. Stop effing with my son. And I saw how furious he was. And I said, we can talk about it later. Nah, F that. Stop effing with my son. That's my son. I said, all right, dog. And he walked away. That's all he said.
So this was at the game, and he came right over to Stephen A. You watch the clip, and he's just kind of barking at him, really, unprovoked.
Yeah.
It gives me the vibes that's our ball, ain't it? He said, stop messing with my son.
Yeah.
Stop messing. It's just I don't know.
Well, do you think that he's, I don't know, all these LeBron fans don't take this the wrong way, but it feels like to me that it's more of what he's been his entire career in terms of who he is. He's just been gifted everything. And yes, he's a great player, whatever, but nobody challenges him. So when somebody calls him out, because I'm sorry, but yes, he's a great father. He does great things for his sons and his family.
Mm-hmm.
But his son should not be in the NBA. He's not an NBA level player. And it's proven. And I've said that from the get-go. And I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Bronny just because like you said, I mean, it's like we've talked about it off air. It's we know that Bronny is in a bad situation because of who his dad is. But he's a grown man now, so he needs to address those accusations for himself.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand being a dad, but he's in the NBA, and regardless if he should be there or not, that's opinions can go. We can talk about that for hours. At the end of the day, that's not LeBron's place.
Stephen A is doing his job.
Stephen A, I'm on Stephen A's side, just because of he's doing his job. He's doing his journalistic job that he does. He's done for ESPN for many years. So That's my
Yeah.
feeling on it.
And dude, like I just want to kind of piggyback off of what you said, dude. That is his job and everything like that. However, also another thing that goes into it is that that's part of the First Amendment, freedom of speech.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like for LeBron to kind of get all hostile like that, it makes him look like not a good character. And kind of what you
Right.
said, man. I think this is just what LeBron sometimes can be a big bully, and I think he
Yeah.
was just trying to assert his authorities, assert his dominance, and of course stick up for his son. But man, his son is
Because
grown.
there's
like
no
that.
questioning LeBron. We've never had to question him because he's always been the chosen one, is what they want to call him. It's like at some point, it's like we've got to be realistic here.
Yeah, dude. Man, change of topics, dude. Another legend in sports, man. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods announced that he suffered while working out. He suffered an Achilles tear and everything like that. He did surgery and everything. Everything is good, but he is now pushing 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger has been in the PGA for a long time.
30 years now, 32 years, I think.
Yeah, 32 years. One of the most decorated golfer of all time. What does golf look like without a Tiger Woods?
More of the same. I mean, Tiger in contention draws eyes. Him playing at a high level. Back in 2019 when he won the Masters. I mean, how many people were tuned in? There weren't even golf fans tuning in because Tiger was because he has that magnet on golf, and he changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at his age, we've seen it. Golf guys, they play for years and years and years.
Yep.
But will we ever see him win another one? I don't know. It's going to be hard. But it's sad to see because I think he's had this upward trajectory, and then he's always hurt, and then he gets healthy and he plays a little bit better, and then he gets hurt, and he's never fully healthy for like a good 2 or 3 years, and it's just it's sad to see.
Yeah. What are the details of this injury in the gym? Like,
yeah, okay, so it's so he just posted on Instagram. He said, "As I began to ramp up my own training and practice at home, I felt a sharp pain in my left Achilles, which was deemed to be ruptured. This morning, Dr. Charlton Stucken of Hospital for Special Surgery in West Palm Beach, Florida, performed a minimal invasive Achilles tendon repair for a ruptured tendon. The surgery went smoothly and we expect a full recovery as it stuck in. I am back at home now and plan to focus on my recovery and rehab. Thank you all for the support."
Well, we wish nothing but the
Which,
best
of
for
course,
Tiger, though.
Exactly. Which, yeah.
Well, I just wondered because, like, I mean, he's a guy that no golfer has really been as physical and like been taking the fitness side of golf like he has. I feel.
Yeah.
And so for him
He's
to get hurt,
opposite of John Daly.
yeah, exactly, man, exactly. John Daly, he's still playing though, isn't he? Or is he's in his senior?
Like, he's just kind of
he's
there.
I think he just does whatever now. So,
but yeah, interesting. I mean, I just like think about Tiger. Like, how is he getting injured doing something that's like supposed to help prep him? You know what I mean? Is it just overload? I guess there's more details to.
There's more details in everything like that, but hey, I want to see how his son is. Now you have little Tiger.
I've heard he's been really he's something. I've seen him. He's been really good.
Dude is legit. He's like his dad, man. Runs in the family.
Oh yeah.
Yo, let's go ahead and change topics, dude. Y'all want to talk about Dallas Stars? Our Dallas Stars, man, they've been doing a lot of things, man. I know this is Zach, one of your favorite topics, man. What's up? Give me the details.
Well, they kind of saved the city of Dallas.
Yeah.
Right now, they acquired Mikko Rantanen for Jacob Stankoven in a trade on Friday, I believe it was, or Thursday last week, right near the deadline. In NFL terms, or maybe I would like to say in NBA terms, this is kind of like I think maybe NFL might be a better terminology. I think it's more or less like
wider fan base, maybe.
Yeah, the Cowboys acquired T. Higgins for like Brandon Cooks kind of thing in a trade. So it's kind of it's pretty significant trade. I think this team, just with that trade, people are forgetting, like, they still have Miro Heiskanen coming back. They still have Tyler Seguin coming back right before the playoffs. This team
Rupe
is loaded.
Hintz. Yeah.
Yeah, Rope Hintz he's day to day, but
He'll be back in a
think
week.
he'll be back sometime this week. So I mean, this team is loaded on all lines. So look out, because I think this team has saved the city of Dallas for the foreseeable future. They've been nothing but short of fun to watch. Great goaltending. I mean, if you're a Dallas sports fan and the Mavs have bummed you out, the Cowboys have bummed you out, man, the Stars, you better come watch. It's fun.
Yeah. No, I like what you say. I mean, you can say he saved the city, but he really saved American Airlines Arena. That building specifically.
Mm-hmm.
A little more.
Hey, and shout out Stars fans. Shout out Stars fans. They did start a Fire Nico chant last week. So
Also, shout out Medieval Times fans. They started a Fire Nico chant as well.
And FC Dallas.
And San Antonio Spurs fans.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Our rivals, man. Shout out, man. That's big time.
That's love.
They understand.
A little more about, just really quickly, about Mikko Rantanen. If you don't know the guy, like, at least from what I've kind of looked up on the old Google search, he's a quiet but very intense guy, kind of like an undercover guy. Like, he's very, you wouldn't expect him to be the guy that he is, but he's a killer. He really is. And I think drafted 2015. What else can we tell about this guy? He had a streak where he recorded a goal in 12 consecutive games.
Wow. He did score in his first game with Dallas.
Yeah.
On Saturday. So shout out to him.
Yeah. Bringing back the fun.
So it's going to be fun stretch. And I'll shout out I think your brother DM'd us a couple days ago about the Stars. So your brother.
My brother.
Yeah, I think he DM'd us on a couple days ago about
really?
the Stars. So
shout out Russell. I didn't see that.
Shout out. So
Russell McCook.
I think so. I could
be
wrong.
No. That was my dad. That was Peter McCook.
It was.
Oh yeah.
I just saw McCook, and I was like, "Is that his brother?" I didn't remember.
But you're good. Yeah, he said, "How is the game? Been zoned out." Yeah, sorry, Dad. I just saw that. It was good. Speaking of, what's our next? Is that our next topic, Ryan? Or we got Cowboys next?
What? I was actually going to talk about.
We talk about our game and stuff that we want to.
Yeah.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Okay. So I won't give it away. I do want to say this, though. Man, I had an awesome time with David, man. We went to the Mavericks game, Mavericks and Phoenix the other day, and awesome game. But, however, David, I want to know what your thoughts are. Just being in that vibe, dude, in American Airlines, it was probably one of the most – it's shocking, Zach. Like, I'll tell you, being, of course, with all the Lucas stuff, with all the trades and stuff like that, Dallas only having, 6 or 7 players, it's a different vibe. I explain it like this. Everybody, whenever you use...
Nico hiding in the tunnel.
When everybody used to go to a Mavericks game, it was always about the competition and the love of the sport, right? Now, it feels like... And the team, and the love of the team. Now, whenever people are there, of course, it was packed out and everything like that, just because, of course, Kevin Durant, all that kind of stuff, Devin Booker. However, dude, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the love of the team. It was just more like, I'm here for the experience, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like,
it's not the same franchise that we know and loved for so long growing up. And yes, we're Mavericks fans till forever, But, I mean, it's hard to sit there and watch them and watch the team and feel like you care,
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's tough.
Go ahead.
I just think that Luka, I mean, I've watched more Luka and kept up with him more than I have the Mavs, to be honest with you. Just because I want to see him win. I want to see him succeed because he deserves it. Nothing but the best for him.
Yeah.
And it's just tough. It's just tough watching the Mavs. It's tough getting that.
Yeah, dude. And David, you got something to say real quick, bro?
Yeah, I was in between going to grab that squeaker toy for my dog. I do that once a week.
The diehard fans know about the squeaky toy.
Yeah, it's become a trend at this point. But anyways, with the Mavs, dude, that game, I describe it this way: there's two kind of fans, and really no in between. If I'm being honest, there's the And we saw people like this sitting next to us, the fan that shows up and they cheer for no reason. They cheer for anything. They cheer for a bucket. They cheer for a foul. I'm like, have you ever watched like basketball? Like,
Yeah.
which is clear they do watch basketball because they have all the merch, they have all the gear.
Yeah.
But it's like a family thing. That, I mean, I totally understand going to the game, but I don't know. Like, I just can't get into it. So it's really bizarre being there and seeing people that into it. But on the other side, like me and Zach, so we've been messaging this guy on TikTok, actually. What's his name? His handle? What's his handle?
I just know him. Fire Nico is his handle.
His handle is Fire Nico on TikTok. And if you go to pretty much any game, any given game during the year, for the rest of this year, he's a season ticket holder. He gets up in the dead moments. They turn off the music. It's a free throw. And he's like, Fire Nico! But it's not like a chant. It's like he's just screaming at the top of his lungs. Yeah. What an icon.
And yeah, he's the voice of the true Maverick fans that grew up knowing what this team stands for. We've been in, and I don't know, David, I don't know if you want to tell the whole world here, but we've been in talks with him. He's actually planning on joining us here pretty soon. So you'll get to hear from the man himself.
Yeah. He represents the people, like, you know, you have people cheering like that in the back row, but he's one of the guys that's really, really, he's got a good perspective in that he's passionate, but he also has access to the season tickets. But now he's to a point where, and this is the issue he's coming into, the organization doesn't want him at the games and they're raising the prices. So he's at a crossroads, I guess. Like, and we'll have to get into it with him, but, very interesting.
It'd be fun. It'd be interesting to what he says when he comes on.
Yeah. Another cool part about the game, man, is David and I, we had an opportunity to step foot on the Mavericks court. That was awesome. You know, again, thank you, David, for the experience, my brother, and everything like that. But very, very surreal feeling. I can tell you that. Like, man, just walking and stepping onto the court and then looking up and you see all these seats. You're just like, wow, you know, and then just feeling the, you know, just stepping on the hardwood floor and everything. That was just an amazing experience.
Yeah.
But then another thing we got to do was, you know what, we got to tap into that potential of shooting a free throw. Now, I want to challenge you on something, okay? David shot a free throw. I shot a free throw. One of us made it. One of us missed it. All right? So let us know in the comments, okay? Let us know in the comments who made their free throw. Was it David McCook or Ryan Jackson? The winner gets a $25. The first winner will get a $25.
Should we do random? Maybe random?
Yeah.
Maybe random. All right. The person who gets it that randomized, whoever gets that right, we have a $25, maybe a Starbucks gift card, or we'll have a $25 something gift card for you. All right. So again, one of us made it, one of us missed it. Who was it? Myself or David? Somebody's gonna get a $25 Starbucks gift card. Boom.
That's free coffee.
Better comment.
Free coffee. I know y'all like coffee. Iced coffee.
Oh yeah. Hot coffee.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever your preference is.
Hey, while we're still talking about the Mavs and all that kind of stuff, I want to stay on topic on this one. Speculations about Cooper Flag having coming up, and what do you guys think about those speculations?
I mean, honestly, I never would have thought beginning of the season we'd have this topic and we'd be talking about this. Kind of sad and kind of surreal at the same time, just to see where this franchise has gone in the last 9 months. I mean, in all honesty, I mean, there's a slim chance we get him, but it would be kind of cool to maybe bring some sort of life back into the franchise. And maybe I think having Cooper Flag, if we get him somehow, that would uplift this fan base more than people realize. There would be hope again, I think. And just having Nico gone, I think just having Nico gone would lift the fan base again, to be honest with you. But just to, you know, maybe have some sense of hope again. But it's a slim chance.
Yeah.
I'm not really holding out any hope for him.
To be mathematical here, the Utah Jazz are 15-50, and that's only the West, right? So I don't know
Yeah.
Who's the bottom of the East? The Wizards. Okay, the Wizards are 13
Yeah.
and 50. We really, I mean, not looking good. 23 games left in the season.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Unless we get bottom 4 and our luck somehow hits in that little, what do they do, bingo every year?
The lottery
Bingo was his
balls or
name,
whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
kind of
Crazy.
weird. We're a gambling league.
Hey, headed to Vegas.
No.
I will say this right here, right now. If we move to
What's up?
Vegas, I'm done with the NBA officially.
That's crazy.
Not crazy.
Really?
I think. I mean, what is there to cheer for?
There's already nothing
Honestly.
to cheer for.
I mean, really.
I got a couple things you can cheer for. LaMelo Ball and the Hornets.
Or Luka.
LeBron's last year and Luka, the dynamic duo. Actually, speaking of Luka, bro, quick question: Is he top? Is he like LeBron's best teammate of all time, or would you still give that to D Wade?
Dude, they've played
It's
15
way
games
too
together.
early, buddy.
Hot, bro.
Way too early for that.
Okay. I think personally it's D Wade. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
you know
No.
what I'm saying.
No,
I
Okay.
agree with
you're
you.
wrong. You're wrong. The best teammate he's had is Kyrie Irving.
It was Iman Shump.
No,
Not Iman
Kyrie Irving.
Shumpert.
Kyrie Irving was his best teammate. No, J.R. Smith, guys. Ha, ha,
All
ha.
right. Ha 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 ha.
That's crazy, bro. Hey, man, let's go ahead and switch gears real quick to the Dallas Cowboys, dude. This
about
is some
them
exciting
Cowboys?
news. How about
Yeah.
them boys? Some
Little bit of
exciting
hope.
news, man. We got Javonte Williams, man.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams. That's exciting. Going for with the running back position and everything like that. What does that look like for the Dallas Cowboys?
I don't know. Zach, you got to tell me. I do not know.
I mean, we got him for a year,
Yeah.
$3 million, pretty cheap deal, which that's what Jerry likes, as we know. Surprised by the move, to be honest with you. I really thought we were just going to sit back, but I kind of like it. I think we could have a three-headed monster if we play our cards right in the draft. I think we could have somebody, Rico Dowdle, Williams, and then maybe Amari and Hampton is what I'm hearing.
I think
The
Dowdle
dream
might
is
be
Ashton
out.
Genty. Oh, really?
Yeah, this is
Is that
maybe
what we're
just
hearing?
a rumor. It might just be a rumor, but I think Dowdle might be out. I'll check on that. Continue though. I'll be right back.
But I mean, I think either way, I think we need to have something like what the Lions have, a quick running back like Jamar Gibbs and then David Montgomery. I think Javonte Williams, what's going on? Is he gone?
So he's not expected to be retained after the signing. That's just from Sports Illustrated and
Sport speculation, maybe.
yeah. So it might just be speculation. We'll see.
Yeah. But I mean, they need to bring something like what the Lions have. I think Javonte Williams can be that power back, and then get somebody like an Ashton Genty, hopefully, or maybe an Amari and Hampton is what I'm hearing too. So I think they might have a plan in the running back room for once. So we'll see. That's really the only signing that I'm really excited about. I know they retained Kevontae Turpin on a 3-year, $18 million deal.
But yeah,
So that's a big signing. So I know our big loss is Jordan Lewis. And I think he's one of the best slot corners in the league. So kind of a big loss on our end. I don't know how we're going to fill that void, but time will tell, I guess. But so far, I mean, I'm not mad and I'm not like ecstatic. I'm kind of just in the middle. I don't know about you, David.
that's right. That's right where they want you to be, man. That's honestly, that's prime. They've got you thinking that there's hope, but also wondering like it's just keeping it interesting for you. Like interesting enough. That's all it's doing.
Yeah. Ryan, I know about your Commanders, though. We got to throw that in there. How are you feeling?
Wait, what?
Hey,
Yeah. Big old Ryan's he's a low-key Commander fan.
low
What
key,
happened?
I've always been high key a Commanders fan, and you know that, bro.
I know, but I'm trying to give
Hey.
you crap about it.
Nah, dude. Nah. Well,
With the
You tell
cowboy
what.
shirt on.
oh, you said, hey,
That's crazy.
hey, I gotta rep. But no, dude. I want to know what you guys think about this. Actually, let me look real quick because I did have that.
No, the Commanders got Debo, which is a big signing.
I just don't know how. I don't know how Debo's gonna fit personally.
I mean, Debo could fit in y'all's offense. I don't see
Debo.
why it wouldn't.
How old is he? He's getting up there in
He's
age.
29, 30, I think, something like that.
Last season, he didn't really do too hot though.
No.
Like he was injured, man. Like
Well,
that's what I'm trying to say, man.
Yeah.
I don't think the Commanders need somebody that's going to be injury prone.
I mean,
Or
they
that
gave
can-
up a 5th round pick for him. So I mean, come on. Like, what are you really worried about there? I mean, if he doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out,
But it would just be a waste, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
So we're just basically just taking a risk and just saying we'll see how it works.
I mean, you're
Well,
not
that's
really
kinda
taking
how
a risk.
things go.
You're not really taking a risk, Ryan. You gave up a 5th-round pick for a guy that has been a proven player in this league. I mean,
A
that's
fifth
pretty good.
rounder.
We gave up a 4th-round pick for a guy, Jonathan
That shouldn't be on a
Mingo,
roster.
that shouldn't be on a roster. So, I mean, you got to look at it from a standpoint of you guys kind of, it's not really a risk. It's kind of like, okay, if it doesn't pan out, we don't have to really sign him because you're not paying his deal.
The worst thing that could happen is he's a guy that, makes a few catches that at least is.
Yeah, solid catches and the big time catches in the clutch, something like that. I could see him doing that, but time will tell. We'll see.
Yeah, like you said, time will tell. I just don't personally. I think we could have done better. I love Debo, I really do, but it's like,
dude, that's a steal. It's a steal.
That's crazy.
I gotta tell
I would
you,
have
bro.
took Debo.
Like,
Debo for a fifth is
for
a steal.
fifth round, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I bet there's teams that would have offered second, third round pick for that.
But for a 5th, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now
He had a bad year.
We do got to shout out the Houston Texans. They are making moves. They signed Braxton Berrios. They signed Justin Watson from the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then they also got a trade. They traded Kenyon Green, offensive lineman from A&M, for C.J. Gardner-Johnson, which that's a huge trade. I don't know, kind of an interesting trade because their defense is really good. It's been their offensive line has been the issue for Houston here the last year and some change. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But shout out Houston, man. They are really bringing in
the big dogs.
Don't be surprised if we see Houston in the Super Bowl next couple years.
No.
Yeah. Shout out Fabian. He's a big Houston fan.
They're just not. They're just not.
Hey,
you
never know.
You don't see it? You don't see it, bro?
They've got some good. They've got some talent.
They do.
CJ Stroud did take a step back this year.
I don't think he's the guy in the moment. Like, I think maybe with the weapons, he'll have some. He's obviously going to have some crazy games, but
you got to think about it. They had no receivers, and they got to the divisional playoffs.
I know, but it wasn't
that's pretty successful season.
It wasn't like they dominated. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It wasn't. If you watch those games, like, none of them were very convincing.
Yeah. Now their defense is very good. I will give them.
Yeah, they're a good team though. I can't hate.
I mean, they made the playoffs and we didn't, so we can't really say much.
Yeah.
Who are some sleeper teams that you guys have on y'all's list in the NFL
for next season?
Yeah, I got Houston.
Okay.
I got the Rams.
Yeah, I like that.
I got the Rams. I want not the Seahawks. Not the Seahawks. Oh,
you know who?
No, go ahead.
You know who I like? I think the Bears might do something this year.
I was gonna say Lions. I think the Bears are gonna do something.
I think so.
Okay.
They've got Ben Johnson. They've made some good moves in free agency to shore up that offensive line that's been atrocious for the last decade. Mm-hmm. So kind of interesting. Their defense is kind of beefed up, and another team that could finally get back to their glory.
I know what you're
Pittsburgh
gonna say.
Steelers.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
I
thought you were going
to
say the Bengals.
No. I think the Bengals got more issues than just offense. I mean, I think the contracts of Jamar Chase and the Trey Hendrickson thing, it's a lot. And I think that's just weighing over them. But I think they'll be a better team than they were last year. I think they'll be a playoff team for sure. I think they'll get back to the playoffs. I think their defense will be better. Yeah. Watch out for the Steelers. Watch out for the Bears. And then a team that I think will take us. I guess we could do. Let's see. I guess we could do teams that might take a step back this year. David,
for step back.
Yeah, step back and your sleeper teams. We can do both.
I think a team that's going to be maybe a playoff, right on the line of playoffs or not playoffs, is Seattle, actually. Did they trade for or sign Sam Darnold?
Well, they signed him.
They signed him.
Breaking news on the show. Joey Bosa just signed with the Buffalo Bills.
Oh,
very
God.
Interesting.
The Bills are, I don't know, they're one of those teams. They just stack up the talent. They do have They got
They're gonna get there,
Von
man.
Miller.
They're gonna. No, they had to release Von Miller. Yeah.
Okay. I
So, we'll
clearly
see.
do not know ball. I can't keep up with it all. There's been a million moves
Certified
this week.
Certified ball knower.
Anyways, I do think Seattle is like a borderline decent team. One other team, if I had to throw one other in there, where okay. Also, where did Fields go? Fields went to
Went to the Jets.
the Jets.
Yeah,
Wow.
interesting.
I think a hot take would be that I think he could lead the team. I don't know what the team looks like, who's left. Yeah, that'd be a hot take for me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our teams taking a step back. I don't want to go first. I don't know who I got here. Somebody else.
Super Bowl hangover, easy.
Yeah.
Eagles take a step back. They've lost a lot on defense. Josh Sweat, CJ Gardner, those guys are gone.
Yeah.
So interesting how they're going to replace that. Super Bowl hangovers always. The Chiefs. They could drop back a little bit, but
I have a prediction about them.
A team
they're barely going to make. Go ahead.
I do think the one team that's going to take a big step back is the Detroit Lions. I just think they're going to be a good team, but they're not going to be as dominant because they lost both their coordinators. That's hard to recover from. Those guys were the reason why they got there. Yes, the players are playing, and I get all that, but the scheme and all the play calling and it's different. So I think they'll be a good team, but they're not going to be as great as they were last year.
Interesting. I think I already said it, man. Chiefs. I think they're going to take it. Honestly, I want to make this prediction. Not prediction, but I have a theory. I think they're barely, if they make playoffs, barely. I don't even think they're going to make playoffs this year. I think they need to have. I think they have a lot of moves that they need to make.
Question marks.
Yeah.
So I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Patrick Mahomes. Does Ryan want to get flamed on TikTok this week? This seems.
Damn, no, I forgot about all that, dude. Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
Chiefs fans in the comments are gonna go crazy.
Hey, man, tell them I love Patrick Mahomes, but I just gotta see it. I gotta see it.
Yeah,
man. Yo, real quick, just to shout out some people, man. Shout outs. Zach, David, y'all got some shout outs real quick.
Of course, Coach T. We're repping Boise State today, so shout out Coach T.
Oh yeah. Who else? Peter McCook, I guess. Thanks for the comment. It's weird to say Peter McCook. Dad. Shout out Dad. Who else here? Not a lot of activity lately. We gotta get posting. We haven't had a whole lot of new content out, but we got some stuff coming this week.
I got a shout out, man. Shout out Quintus Cooper. Yo, I saw that follow. I saw the follow of my brother. Hey,
Big Q.
Hey, big shit. That Papa Q.
Squarehead Q.
That's Squarehead, bro. Hey, good times with the boys, bro. Good times. But yeah, like David said, man, we're going to post it. We're going to come out with a lot of content and everything like that. We still have Jordan on board. Jordan is actually getting married. So shout out to her and Tony here in the next, couple weeks?
Next week, actually. Next weekend.
Next weekend. So shout out, dude. Shout out to Jordan. And I think after that, once they do all the honeymoon stuff, man, she'll be back. So can't wait to have Jordan doing her thing with us, and everything.
And watch out for the rebrand for us logo wise, and it's kind of fun. Couple weeks coming up, so it's going to be interesting how everything kind of comes along. So, but is there one thing else you want to talk about, Ryan? We got
March Madness. Hey, let's talk about March Madness real quick, dude. Hey, I don't know if you guys have done y'all's started with your brackets yet, but this is actually going to be really interesting.
Not yet.
Really interesting. Yeah, Zach, you want to talk about it with us?
Championship week, conference tournament week is this week. We've got Sunday afternoon sometime.
Yeah.
They'll announce the bracket, seeding, and all that. Who's in, who's out. It's exciting times. Love this time of year. Cinderella stories, crazy runs, just fun. Basketball, hoops. We love it. I don't know about you guys, but what are y'all two teams that we should look out for, sleeper teams maybe, that could make a splash in the tournament, make a big run? David?
Well, I think we're both kind of high on this team right now. You've got your grandfather is a big. I know he's a big Arkansas basketball fan. He played football there.
Yeah.
So we like Arkansas. They're going to be playing South Carolina tomorrow. Big game. I know they've had some big wins down the stretch. They beat Mississippi State in a huge one. That was upset.
They're a tough team.
Yeah, they were ranked, right? They were ranked in the 20s or something.
Yeah, they were 22, I believe.
Took care of
I think
Vanderbilt as well. Took them by 13.
Vanderbilt's been they've been knocking off teams left and right here lately. But
they did lose.
Watch out for Arkansas.
Hey.
It's actually a rematch because they did lose to South Carolina just a few weeks ago by like 20. Yeah. So you do wonder what kind of adjustments are going to be made if they can kind of overcome that. They really got to win to get in.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But I think from what I'm reading today, they have an 87% chance of getting into the tournament unless they just fall off a cliff, which hopefully they don't.
How many games would you say they have to win out of their next few?
I think you at least got to win tomorrow. I think a quarterfinal appearance or a semifinal appearance, I think, solidifies your chance to get in the tournament for Arkansas' sake, just to be on the safe side. Another team they're a top 10 team, but they've come out of nowhere. Rick Pitino and St. John's, they're number 6 in the country, a team that, like St. John's, you don't really think much about. They're New York's team is what they call them. They've packed out Madison Square Garden, which never happens for St. John's basketball. They've pretty much changed the entire landscape of that program. So I think they're very good. I think they have a chance to make a deep run. They're built for a long tournament run. So watch out for St. John's.
Watching out, man. I'm watching out.
What do we think about Duke?
St. John's and Arkansas, those are the two.
What do you guys think about Duke? They've been on a run, bro.
Duke is great. Cooper Flag is great. But
when do we ever see it work out?
Built for March.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you have your teams coming in that are going to get to a certain point, but stuff gets crazy. It gets mad.
Yeah. That's why they call it the madness, man.
You guys think Duke is going to choke?
Well,
I think a team's going to come out of nowhere, some small team that in 10 years is going to be an accountant somewhere, dropping threes left and right. And gonna win the game. That's what's gonna happen.
It's how it always goes. Crazy. That's the beauty of it. It's the beauty of it. So Duke, they're a relatively young team, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that's my concern: is do they have the veteran? Can they act like they've been there before? That's my only concern. They're a great team.
What happens late in the games? A team that's very veteran laden is Auburn, the number 1 team in the land. How much pressure do they have?
I mean, you always have pressure as a number 1.
I know, but Auburn, man, they've had really good teams the last few years, but this team seems like they've put it together. So, interesting to see. Another team, I know I'm biased a little bit, but A&M's got a very good team, solid senior-laden team. Can they get over that hump and maybe make an interesting run, hopefully? So, a lot of good teams out there right now.
They just need offense, man. Their defense is they're cooking. On defense.
If Wade Taylor can carry us, I think we've got a chance.
You guys just retired somebody's jersey, right?
Yeah, Wade Taylor. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, they retired his jersey on senior night.
And he's getting his jersey retired the season that he's playing.
Yeah.
I have not heard of that, actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It was such an emotional moment with his parents, and pretty much just broke down in tears. He's been everything that A&M embodies in that program. And
fine Texas Aggies.
And to beat the number 1 team that night, be the first time ever in program history to beat the number 1 team and have your jersey retired. What a night.
Yeah. No, that was cool. I wish I would have watched that game.
That's pretty cool.
So shout out A&M basketball, man, and Wade Taylor.
Gig 'em.
That's pretty cool.
Gig 'em.
Hey, man. Well, guys, thank you so much again for all you guys do, man. Really appreciate it. Check us out on all of our social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube. TikTok, hit us up on Spotify, everything, man. We are
And
always
hit me up this coming week. I'll be Monday, Tuesday, Sunday. I will be in Houston for the Houston Rodeo. So if y'all see me, come
what
say
you
what's
know
up.
about the Houston rodeos.
Doing some interviews. So y'all come tap in with your boy.
Heck yeah, man. All right, dude. Cookie, Zach, peace out, guys.
See you later.
See you.